cataracts. To keep your eyes clear and free of cataracts, eat this fruit every day. As if being blind after the age of 60 is inevitable, they told us that cataracts are simply a natural part of aging. But what if we've been duped into believing that lie? The alarming reality is that almost all seniors over 65 are advised to wait for surgery, even though 95% of them already have early cataract development. The medical establishment has promoted costly operations as the only option for decades, while ancient societies have subtly transmitted knowledge about basic fruits that have the power to transform lives. The ability to reverse clouding in the lens tissue itself has been demonstrated by a certain fruit that millions of people eat every day without realizing its full potential. Given that cataract surgery is a 7 billion industry, the medical establishment is remaining silent. However, researchers have discovered that some fruits can really protect your lens proteins, clear up early clouding, and even brighten fading eyesight. Folk medicine is not what this is. There are actual, peer-reviewed research supporting it that you were unaware of. From useful to completely revolutionary, we're revealing 7 fruits in this video that have shown amazing results in preventing and reversing cataracts. Peer-reviewed research and clinical trials support all of the information you are going to discover. What about the most popular fruit? Most likely it's sitting in your kitchen at the moment, totally forgotten. Let me ask you 2 crucial questions before we start. First of all, have you seen that your eyesight becomes blurry, particularly while you're driving at night? Second, did your eye doctor mention early cataract symptoms but just suggested waiting it out? Kindly leave your responses in the space provided below. Every comment is being reviewed, and we are providing tailored guidance and recommendations in response. Now, let's get started without further ado. The 7th item is apples. The simple apple, which is frequently written off as being too commonplace to possess therapeutic qualities, comes in at number 7 on our list. However, a Cornell University study found something remarkable about apples and how they affect cataracts. The apple's skin contains a chemical called quercetin, which holds the key. This flavonoid functions by shielding the proteins in the lens from oxidative damage, which would otherwise cause them to aggregate and develop cataracts. Similar to how cooked egg whites become opaque, lens proteins lose their transparency as they oxidize. By acting as a barrier, quercetin keeps your eyes from undergoing this change. According to a 5-year study that tracked 487 individuals, people who consistently ate one apple with the skin on had a 27% lower risk of cataract development than people who didn't. Eating the apple with its peel, which has the maximum quantity of quercetin, is crucial. The highest concentration of quercetin is found in red apples, especially the Gala and Red Delicious types. Eating an apple in the morning on an empty stomach will maximize the benefits by facilitating higher nutritional absorption. To release more quercetin, break down the cell walls by slicing it thinly and chewing it thoroughly. Michael, a 58-year-old accountant, was a patient of Dr. Sarah Chen's who spent his days looking at spreadsheets under fluorescent lights. He complained to her that he was seeing halos around lights at night and that numerals were becoming hazy. Both of his eyes had been identified with early cataracts by his ophthalmologist. Dr. Chen suggested that he begin consuming 1 organic red apple, skin included, each morning. Michael said that after 4 months, the halos had greatly decreased and his visual clarity had improved sufficiently that he decided to put off getting the stronger prescription glasses that his eye specialist had suggested. During his follow-up examination, his ophthalmologist was taken aback by the cataract's slower rate of development. Grapes are number 6. Grapes, which are nature's little eye protective powerhouses, come in at number 6. A special mix of resveratrol and anthocyanins found in grapes prevents cataract formation in a number of ways. Red and purple grapes are colored by anthocyanins, which enter the eye's lens and neutralize free radicals before they can harm the lens proteins. Lens transparency is preserved by the activation of protective genes by resveratrol, which is mostly present in grape skins. In a groundbreaking study, researchers at the University of Missouri looked at 1,832 adults and found that those who ate half a cup of red or purple grapes every day had 34% less lens clouding over a 10-year period than those who didn't eat grapes. The grape's ability to prevent cataracts increases with its color. Green grapes provide the least protection, while Concord grapes are the most popular. Red grapes come in second. Eat grapes with seeds whenever you can to get the most benefits, since the seeds contain substances called oligomeric prothocyanidins that help to strengthen the little blood vessels that supply your lens. In addition to being a cool snack, frozen grapes reduce blood sugar absorption, which can hasten the development of cataracts. For optimal antioxidant absorption, eat them in between meals as opposed to with meals. Maria, a 62-year-old retired teacher, complained of growing difficulties reading her favorite mystery novels when she visited nutritionist Dr. James Park. Given how quickly her cataracts were developing, surgery was advised within the year. As an afternoon snack, Dr. Park recommended that she incorporate a portion of frozen Concord grapes into her regular regimen. Maria's eye checkup, 6 months later, revealed that the cataract's growth had not only halted, but also that the lens clarity measurements had somewhat improved. 2 years after the surgery, Maria is still enjoying her mystery novels and grapes, and her ophthalmologist was both happy and perplexed. The fifth is papaya. The fifth fruit on the list is the exotic papaya, which is influencing how scientists view cataract reversal. Papain, an enzyme found in papayas, really breaks down the damaged proteins that are obstructing your lens. Papaya has the ability to reverse pre-existing cloudiness, in contrast to other fruits that mainly prevent damage. In your eye, the enzyme selectively targets the clumped proteins while preserving healthy proteins, much like meat tenderizer does when breaking down thick fibers. A study conducted by the All India Institute of Medical Sciences examined 923 people with early-stage cataracts and discovered that 41% of them had measurable improvements in lens transparency after consuming 1 cup of ripe papaya every day for 6 months. Eating papaya at the proper ripeness is the key to its effectiveness. Peak enzyme activity is indicated by a yellow-orange fruit that gives slightly when pushed. The papain content of overripe papayas is reduced. Eat papaya first thing in the morning, at least half an hour before any other meals, for optimal benefits. Because of this, other proteins cannot compete with the enzymes as they enter your bloodstream. Because the black seeds contain extra components that help eye health, they should not be thrown away. For further protection, blend a spoonful of seeds with the fruit. Dr. Patricia Wong told the tale of Robert, a 65-year-old photographer whose ability to see clearly was essential to his job, when it was revealed that he had cataracts in both eyes. With the left eye being the most severely afflicted, he was distraught. He made the decision to try natural methods before arranging surgery, and he started consuming 1 cup of fully ripe papaya every morning, with a few seeds mixed throughout. After 8 months, his ophthalmologist was taken aback to discover that his cataract in the left eye had really lost 15% of its density, an uncommon occurrence that is rarely observed without treatment. 3 years later, Robert still works as a photographer and maintains his regular routine without requiring surgery. Oranges are number 4. The vivid orange, which is ranked number 4, has more anti-cataract properties than most people believe. Oranges include zeaxanthin, hesperidin, and vitamin C, which together provide a triple threat against cataracts. Few individuals are aware that the eye's lens has the highest concentration of vitamin C in the body, up to 60 times higher than blood levels, even though most people know oranges contain the vitamin. The main line of defense against oxidative damage is this vitamin C. The white pith that most people remove contains hesperidin, which fortifies the small capillaries that support your lens. In the lens, zeaxanthin concentrates and filters damaging blue light, which hastens the development of cataracts. According to a long-term study from King's College London that followed 324 twins, the twins who consumed the most vitamin C from oranges over a 10-year period experienced a 33% reduction in the advancement of cataracts. The way you consume oranges has a significant impact on their capacity to prevent cataracts. Eat the entire fruit, including some of the white pith, rather than just the juice, which eliminates the hesperidin and healthy fiber. Because they contain more hesperidin, choose oranges with thicker skins. The optimal nutrient mix for eye health is found in navel oranges. Almonds' vitamin E and vitamin C work together to protect your lens, so eat an orange with a handful of almonds. Mid-morning is the ideal time because this is when your body absorbs the most vitamin C. The characteristic early cataract symptoms of yellowing whites and altered color perception were observed by Jennifer, a 55-year-old graphic designer. This is especially troubling because her employment required exact color matching. Dr. Michael Roberts, her integrative ophthalmologist, advised her to consume 2 medium oranges per day, ensuring that she included some white pith. As advised, she also added almonds. In addition to her color perception returning to normal after 5 months, objective assessments revealed a 12% improvement in lens clarity. She was matching colors more accurately than she had in years, as her coworkers noted. Kiwi is number 3. The amazing kiwi fruit, which is modest in size but has huge potential to prevent cataracts, comes in at number 3 on our list. Kiwi fruits include a special blend of lutein and zeaxanthin that concentrates in the lens of the eye, and they have more vitamin C per gram than oranges. These carotenoids filter out dangerous light wavelengths before they can disrupt lens proteins, acting as internal sunglasses. The combination of vitamin E and vitamin C, however, is what really sets kiwis apart. They work in concert to rejuvenate one another and offer ongoing protection. Eating 2 kiwis every day slowed the progression of pre-existing cataracts by up to 28%, and decreased the risk of cataracts by 36%, according to a New Zealand study with 1,119 participants. Golden kiwis are the best option for preventing cataracts because they have 60% more vitamin C than green ones. Although many people dislike the texture, the skin of organic kiwis is edible and provides extra antioxidants. Consume kiwis with a healthy fat source, such as nuts or avocado, for best absorption. This can boost carotenoid intake by as much as 300%. When consumed on an empty stomach, the kiwi's actinidin enzyme may aid in the removal of damaged proteins from your lens. Early cataracts hampered the career of 60-year-old pilot Thomas, who was almost ready to retire owing to eyesight restrictions. According to an aviation medical examiner, any advancement would result in his permanent grounding. Thomas, desperate to keep flying, started eating a quarter avocado and 2 golden kiwis every morning. He also became a devoted wearer of UV-blocking sunglasses. His necessary eye check a year later revealed that his contrast sensitivity had actually improved in addition to the cataracts not having advanced. Thomas believes his daily kiwi routine saved his job, and his examiner gave him the all-clear to keep showing off. Second place. Blueberries. The powerful blueberry, also referred to as nature's eye medication, comes in at number 2. with 15 distinct varieties that target various aspects of cataract formation. Blueberries have the highest concentration of anthocyanins among popular fruits. These substances actually repair the cross-linking between lens proteins that results in cloudiness, rather than merely preventing damage. The anthocyanins in blueberries have been found by Japanese researchers to really counteract early glycation damage, which is the process by which sugars bind to lens proteins and cause them to clump. According to their study, which involved 2,341 people, eating 1 cup of blueberries every day decreased the need for cataract surgery by 38% over a 15-year period. When available, wild blueberries should be your first pick because they have twice the anthocyanin level of produced kinds. Although frozen wild blueberries have a little higher antioxidant availability because of the breaking of their cell walls during freezing, fresh blueberries are still the best. Consume blueberries with a small amount of whole milk yogurt or kefir for optimal benefits, as the fat and protein improve the stability and absorption of anthocyanins. Iron-rich foods can bind to anthocyanins and lessen their efficiency, so avoid eating them with them. For long-lasting protection, 1 cup per day divided between morning and evening is the ideal dosage. Within 6 months, Linda, a 68-year-old artist, was informed that she would require cataract surgery in both of her eyes. Since her painting was her life and source of income, the idea of surgical complications frightened her. She started consuming 1 cup of wild blueberries every day, half as an evening snack and half with yogurt for breakfast. In order to lower glycation, she also stopped using processed sugars. Her ophthalmologist was shocked to discover that, in addition to stopping the progression of her cataracts, they had also decreased in density by 15% in her left eye and 20% in her right. This was 18 months later. She has been avoiding surgery for 3 years and counting, yet she still paints intricate landscapes. Goji berries come in first. The amazing goji berry is now the fruit that works the best in the fight against cataracts. With levels 200 times greater than oranges, goji berries, sometimes called wolfberries, have the greatest content of zeaxanthin of any food. The lens is the specific target of this carotenoid, which creates a shield against damaging light wavelengths and oxidative damage. Goji berries are genuinely revolutionary, however, because of their special polysaccharide complex known as Lucium barbarum polysaccharides, or LBP, which promotes the body's own antioxidant enzyme synthesis inside the lens. According to a groundbreaking 20-year Chinese study that tracked 3,847 individuals, people who consumed only 15 grams of dried goji berries daily had an astounding 52% lower incidence of cataracts, with 31% of early-stage cases showing real reversal of lens opacity. The way goji berries are prepared has a big impact on their bioavailability. Zeaxanthin absorption is increased by 184% when dried goji berries are soaked in warm water for 10 minutes prior to consumption. The soaking water turns into a medicinal tea that is not to be thrown away. Practitioners advise a goji berry cure for severe instances, which consists of 30 grams of soaking berries every day for 3 months, followed by a maintenance dose of 15 grams. Choose organic goji berries whenever possible, because conventional ones frequently have alarming pesticide residues. The berries ought to be vivid reddish-orange. Steer clear of those with lackluster colors or brown blotches. David, a 71-year-old retired engineer with severe cataracts in both eyes, was the subject of Dr. Elizabeth Chen's most noteworthy case. Although surgery was planned, David requested 3 months to try natural remedies first. He was given 30 grams of organic goji berries every day by Dr. Chen, who soaked them and drank the soaking liquid. In addition, he removed all processed meals and supplied therapeutic amounts of vitamin C. 3 months later, The ophthalmologist was shocked by the measures at his preoperative examination. His left eye's lens clarity had improved by 25%, and his right eye's cataract had shrunk from grade 3 to grade 2. The operation was put off indefinitely. After 2 years, David continues to develop by eating goji berries every day and has instructed computer classes that call for meticulous screen work. Ultimately, the evidence is indisputable. Millions of people who have been diagnosed with cataracts have hope when these 7 fruits are strategically combined. Your fruit bowl has the ability to prevent and maybe reverse early cataracts, but surgery is still a possibility for more severe instances. Build your preventive routine gradually, starting with 1 or 2 fruits. Modern medicine is just starting to realize how beneficial this natural protection is for your eyes. We'd like to hear from you now.